You know, he's enjoying it, enjoying his school because he's smart. You know, he's like his dad. You know, his dad was ducks at Waitaki.
Is he right on that one, Cameron? I don't know. Like, I didn't really keep up with listening.
Well,
with the
you wouldn't know.
coming and going.
You wouldn't know. You went to that school across the road.
The Kings of Rafka.
And Cam can concur, and he doesn't have to make it. You know. Make it vocal on here. He already knows, right? So don't ask him those kind of questions.
You know, it's funny you bring up our old house school because I saw on social media Heba posted up a photo of him and
Hebangasu, Constable Hebangasu.
That's right. Posted up a photo of him and Mr. Nightingale, your old
music teacher
back there.
Yep.
Is he still there?
He's still there.
He's
Him
still
and
there.
Mr. Dixon are still there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went to visit the school a couple of years ago. And I even went to the 40th school reunion, which was a blast, man. It was so good. It was really funny. Just catching up with all the old teachers, and they all got lit, man, I tell you. So we had to pay something like a registration of like $50. But then, you know, like there was one night where, mate, you could drink the whole
teachers.
night. You know, not that I drank, but I mean, I was just having a good time catching up with all the old teachers and, you know, some of the old students and stuff. But
Mr. Poland there?
yeah, Chris was there.
Oh, first name basis now.
Yeah, Chris was there.
I guess when you're ducks, you can go the first name.
but it's funny, eh? Because when you still see them, you still call them Mrs. and Mister.
Yeah.
You don't call them by their first names. and then that's when they tell you, oh no, come on, it's Chris. You know. So I said, no. We'll still call you Mr. Poland.
You know that music department, like there was a bit like there was a golden era. I don't know if it's golden era, but
We
there was
call
an
them
era.
vintage years.
Vintage years.
They were the vintage years at Waitakere College.
But yous were like I don't know if it's so Mr. Nightingale. He's the head of music, was it something along those lines? Or?
Dixon, Mr. Dixon was the head
Yeah.
of head of music.
But you said the choir. You said all the
we had
there's barbershop groups and all that.
Yep.
Like, can you talk about because that would have been you? Was that you, Alofia, and all those kind of guys?
Stephen, Mataia, and Ola Tonga Elu. And it all started with the Harmony Group, but that's where it started first, with Nightingale and Dixon. And, you know, that was in 1990. I was a third former then. And but Stephen and Alofia hadn't joined. It was just me and Ola that were in there. And plus, you know, you had Sherilyn Nee McCarthy, who's Sherilyn Tunnel now, and Letitia. We were probably the only... and Tuila Blakely was the other one that was, you know, we were the only brownies. No, there was more. There was Rebecca Cowland and Nicola. I think they used to live down Bahari Drive back in the days.
Is Rebecca the one that came on Australian Idol?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bex. And so we were the brownies in the Harmony Group then. And then 1991 was when it really took off. And then there was the other talent that was coming through. I think that would have been your year, Cam. Were you third form in 91? Or did you come in 92?
92.
Stocks' year.
Yeah.
So from 91, I believe from between 92 and 95, or even 98, but I mean, I left in 94. But just in between those years, man, that we had so much talent come through. You know, school shows. We had a Welsh teacher by the name of Lynn John who joined Waitakere College that year, 91. He started the boys' choir. And that went off, and then there were girls that were in this drama class that were, they were whinging like, why don't we have a girls' choir? And so then, obviously, he started the girls' choir. And then, that 91 year was really huge for us, you know, and it kind of really put Waitakere College on the map, and not only just through music, but through the First 15 as well. You know, it was probably the first time we became runners-up. We had the chance to win it, man, against Mount Albert Grammar.
That's right.
But we don't want to talk about that. It's too...
You know, going back to the music thing back at school, like when I think about it, I think it was, a testament to the work that Nightingale and Dixon have done, because I think those shows or those plays, the school plays we had, like the one there was Grease, the one you were in.
Yep.
I think I was at Henderson Media at that time, and we came to watch it.
I remember that
And
one.
we came to watch. Was us?
Yeah, Bye Bye Birdie.
That was the year before.
Yeah, the year before.
okay. Yeah.
And I think Tavale was the.
So yeah, Kuivale.
Yeah.
Whangasi was the.
Yeah.
He played He played Birdie.
Birdie. And I just remember, because I just remember, like, being Form 1 and I think, do Samoans do this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
True, eh?
And that's why when I'm just talking about when you guys win that, that year, that's when, like, when I was looking through all the yearbooks before that, it'd be all Bailangis and that. And then when Lapi and that generation came, it was like, nah, it's not, you're not too cool to be in the school production or in the school choir and that, you can be Samoan and,
Yeah, that's right. Well, because when I was younger, I was watching people, who are Polynesians, and people like Jay Langaea, Nathaniel Lees. Those were the guys that you'd always see on TV, and they were the ones that were on the TV, dramas and stuff like that. And so you'd kind of, you'd aspire to, well, mate, if they can come on TV and do that stuff, then I'm surely they started somewhere.
Yeah.
And of course, you hear the stories that, they, before they went to drama schools and stuff like that, they were doing what we were doing and, in the school shows. But it's just that, I didn't continue acting, I just thought, I'll just stick to singing.
Yeah, because, you mentioned that we came through 92 and there was a brand new talent coming through. I reckon that was them watching you on stage and getting inspired by it,
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's really nice. But like we had, it was just, those years were just so good. Like, our choirs were they were awesome, man.
Because I could tell you what I thought about when I first saw you on stage when I was Form 1 was, damn, I can't even do West Sunday. I can't even step on stage on West Sunday.
Well, see, that even helped. It helped me, like to get over the confidence stuff, And then my mum and dad would always say, well, can you sing in front of me? I said, of course I can. And then they say, well, because if you can't sing in front of me, then what makes you think you can sing in front of all those people? And I think that's what helped me. And of course, White Sunday was always going to be the best place to, to get the nerves and that, it definitely helped me with my career. But I think the only time that I ever got nervous was probably singing the national anthem. That was probably that was in 2000 at ANZ Stadium. That's when the Kiwis played the Aussies.